Hi, my name's Sam Pansina from Fat Audio Concepts, and you're watching NsayneTV, the show about modified cars and custom car audio systems. Mention NsayneTV for the month of June 2009 and receive a 15% discount on any head unit purchased from our store. On today's show, we're going to have a look at a couple more cars from the MEASQ competition. We'll have a look around the workshop, see what's happening in here. We'll also talk about some future cruises and answer some viewers' questions. But first, let's see what Brett has for us in the Brett Files. The Brett Files. Brett Files. I want more bass in my car. I need it to sound fully sick, bro. I want my bass to go chick chick boom. So I'm going to speak to the bass experts, Brett at Fat Audio Concepts. Let's have a chat to him. Hey, Brett.
Yes.
I want more bass in my car. What do I do?
Is this for the Brett Files?
Yes, that means you're going to snatch the microphone.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Brett. I'm from Fat Audio Concepts, and this is the Brett Files.
And I'm Stupid Sam.
Yes, subwoofer. That's what you want.
What does the subwoofer do to my car?
It gives you that really deep bass that you feel and hear.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, how do I know what bass to go for? Like, if I said I want a sub box, what would you tell me? Like,
Well, first I'd probably ask what sort of music you listen to. What sort of music do you listen to?
bit of everything.
You know what? Every time I ask someone, they say bit of everything.
So even though I like dance, but I like R&B, but I really like everything except country and or western.
Country and or western.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, look, if you like a pretty much every sort of music, I would recommend a sealed box. The sealed boxes are a really smooth sound. Build the box the right size, give it the right amount of power, and it'll crank.
That sounds so far fully sick.
Fully sick.
I've heard of ported boxes. What are ported boxes for?
Well, ported boxes work really well for if you're more into your R&B or your music with really deep bass. The port basically tunes the box and it'll play the best at that tuned frequency.
So if I wanted a chick chick boom instead of a chick chick boom, I'd go for a ported
You would definitely
box.
go with the ported box.
Cool. No, I like sound quality and I like to listen to all ranges. So I think we'll stick with sealed.
Stick with sealed. You can still build a sound quality box in a ported box. It takes a lot more work, a lot of playing around with getting it sounding right, and you got to have the right amount of power as well. Good thing with a sealed box, if you've got a little bit of power, you can make the box a little bit bigger. If you've got heaps of power, you can make it a little bit smaller, tailor to suit the amplifier you're running in the car. Now, there's also another type of box which is called a bandpass box.
Is that like when you drive past the band?
Okay, a bandpass box, sorry about that, is basically a subwoofer sitting in a box and it fires into another box. This isn't a bandpass box, this is actually a sealed box. I'll show you this one in a second.
That looks really cool. What's that for anyway?
Well, this sealed box, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay, a bandpass box basically is exactly what it sounds like. It will let certain frequencies come out and it cuts them off basically via the tuning. Again, really tailored to deep bass. If you haven't got a lot of room in the car, you can build a nice small bandpass box. Especially if you've got like a ute, an earlier Commodore ute, like a VN to VS Commodore ute, you can actually build a bandpass box underneath the floor underneath the tray and port it in through one of the factory inspection holes in the car.
I've seen those behind the passenger seat, behind the driver's seat. There's a couple of little plates there.
That's it.
And that leads into the fuel tank area behind the tray in the back.
Yep.
And you can build like a two-step box where one sub shoots into another box which then ports into your car.
That's right.
That's called a bandpass.
That's called a bandpass box.
Wow, I've learned something today. No thumbs. I've learned something today. Cool.
Getting back to this box here.
Yes.
This is actually a sealed box. It's quite a large sealed box. We're putting this into the green VE ute that you may have seen.
Oh, the Maloo. That thing is...
The thing with the really big brakes. This is basically built to sit behind the driver's seat. Being a ute, there's not a lot of room in the car. So the box will actually sit the way it is right now in the car. And it's what we call a floor-loaded sub, where if I tilt this over, it's a bit heavy.
Wow.
You'll see there. It's not a round hole. It's an oval hole. It's for Boston's SPG 555, which is this subwoofer right here.
I believe that's one you prepared earlier.
It is one I prepared earlier. It's an incredible subwoofer. Sounds amazing.
They're a pure SQ sub, aren't they? I've heard about SQ subs. But
They are an SQ sub, but they do also play quite loud, and I'm hoping once we power this thing up, it's going to be getting close to around 1,000 watts RMS, which is a fair bit of power.
he's running one of those big Boston GT28s, isn't he?
He is. It's a very big amplifier.
He's going to have 1,000 watts RMS without even trying.
Lots of power, but it's clean power. The amplifier is not going to struggle at all to produce that power at all.
Can I ask for a huge favour?
Go.
In a future Brett file, can you explain to me what RMS is?
I could do that.
Stay tuned to the Brett files if you want to learn about RMS of speakers and amps.
But yeah, this is the box for the VE.
So we're going sealed, shooting
lots
into
of power,
the floor.
shooting into the floor. It's actually angled, doesn't shoot parallel into the floor.
So no cancellation sort of thing.
No cancellations. We've got a loading board here, which is not carpeted, so it's not going to absorb any of the bass, and that'll help basically propel the sound straight out of the box into the cabin.
That's going to make this car sound fully sick, bro. Woo!
Cool.
Thank you very much.
No problem at all.
I'm going to go and get myself a sealed box.
Hang on. I'm Brett, and that was the Brett Files, and we'll see you next week. There you go.
I want my sealed box. I'll be back. Thanks for that, Brett. That was awesome as per usual. Very educational. But now let's pick up where we left last week at the MEASQ comp. Let's have a look at a few more cars.
You're watching NsayneTV. I'm here with Phil Kent, the owner and director and manager and salesperson and everything. The big cheese of RM Audio, the distributors of Morel, Audison, Hertz, and Connections. Yes. This is his daily driver, his demo vehicle. For the, what products have you got in the car?
Well, this car features all the latest in the Audison range. This is the Thesis range of speakers and amplifiers, and of course using the connection wiring kits through the car. And what we're running is the Thesis TH1, Duo and Quattro with the Thesis speaker range.
Nice. Obviously the Morel and Audison products all come from?
Well, the Morel products come from Israel. All the Audison and Hertz products come from Italy.
Okay, cool. Well, and you've also got a fairly functional boot still?
Yes, one of the main criteria was we had to retain some functionality in the boot. It wasn't an option to go the full fiberglass crazy install. Whereas this way we've lost about half the boot.
And I noticed there's no amps in the boot?
No. One of the things we wanted to do is keep it as a stealth install as much as possible. The only thing visible in the boot, as you can see, is the subwoofers. All the amplifiers are on an amplifier rack behind the back seats, and from a security aspect, it's much more secure as well.
Yeah. And you've obviously got in the side here, you've got some power distribution going on in there?
Yep, we're using the connection power distribution system with the connection capacitor. One of the reasons we use a capacitor is it takes out the AC ripple, which is part of a problem in sound quality cars. But we've also managed to retain things like the spare wheel and all the tools and things that come with the car under the floor, which normally a lot of people lose.
Absolutely. Yeah, the three amplifiers you were talking about earlier?
Yep. All functions of the amplifiers can be controlled from the front through the DRC, which is part of the Bit 1 system.
Okay.
So via the DRC we can check temperature, we can check what they're running in terms of, is it a tweeter, is it a woofer, is it mid-range. We can check the temperature of the amplifiers, what class they're running, whether it be Class A, high current, A, B, or energy saver mode. Wow. Energy saver mode is something that was incorporated into the Thesis amplifier so that at a show, say like this, you could run the car for an extended period of time whilst not having the total sound quality aspect of the amplifier. You can run it for a long time without absolutely killing the batteries. And we've already actually killed the Optima battery once while tuning the car.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was as flat as a tack.
Yeah. And obviously you've got some custom pods there on the A-pillars.
Yep. Paul Graham of in Sydney, ex-Alpine.
Yes. Absolute guru.
Yes. Paul built these pods for us. It was about 2 months' work for him to do it, and they image beautifully. He's even gone to the extent of building custom enclosures behind the actual speakers so that they resonate exactly the way he wants them to resonate.
Wow. So it's not just a beauty panel?
No, they are very, very functional.
Great.
Of course, all the wiring under the bonnet's been upgraded. Went for the optimum yellow top to make sure we've got enough power to it, and of course, earths have been upgraded. You can see down here we've put in extensive earthing across the engine and different components and the computers, and of course, we're using the connection series.
With the covers so that
yes.
nothing shorts out.
And of course, one of the things we've done here is with the connection is we've got a fuse built in.
Okay.
So that should there be any problems whatsoever, it'll pop that fuse and the whole system goes dead.
Beautiful. No chance of any electrical fires happening in this car?
No chance of any electrical fires happening in this car.
Well, man, if the job's done properly, there shouldn't be any issues anyway.
Yep.
But sometimes, if you're in an accident or something might get squashed somewhere.
Yep. In an accident, it'll just kill the power and that's it. There's no issue of anything shorting out further.
Great. Okay, well, Phil, pleasure as always.
Not a problem.
Phil Kent, RM Audio, some of the best gear out on the market. This is his latest car. Hope you're enjoying NsayneTV. I'm here with Conrad with the 08 WRX. Mate, what future upgrades have you got planned for this thing?
Well, pretty much I want to get suspension done, an exhaust, which is going to be a full custom 09 WRX 3-inch.
Wow.
Which is going to be interesting for you guys to work out.
We'll sort it out, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've always.
Put it in gently with a bit of force.
Anything crowbar'd be great.
Yeah, we can do that.
Got, I want to get the windows retinted, a little bit darker, it'd be nice. And pretty much a full sound system.
Cool. Well, we just did the iPod stand mount adapter for it.
Dock majigger
thingy. You say an audio system upgrade, what are you looking at doing?
Pretty much I want to get one of the Alpine 502 head units to run it.
It's the same head unit we put in Joe Walk's car.
Yep. The speaker install in the back is going to be an interesting one because I've got kit on the way, so need to have pram space.
Yeah. So no 4 15-inch subs going to the back of this.
No.
Okay.
10s would be nice.
Yeah, maybe a couple of slimline 10s, maybe a couple of slimline 12s, something that doesn't take up a lot of room, but I'm sure we can squeeze something in there and allow room for the pram.
And the amps.
Well, the amps we'll squeeze them in somewhere. Squeeze them in, you know how it goes.
Like Sam says, where there's a wog, there's a way.
Exactly. But it's not all about Sam. It's about us today. We're here, doing the hard work.
That's it.
Right, and the car's looking stunning today.
Car is looking good. Had it detailed last week, and slowly the dust is settling back onto it.
That's all right. We'll wipe the dust back off, or wash the dust off, I should say.
I'll just drive off quickly and see how it goes.
Yeah, no worries. Conrad, as always, a pleasure.
Thank you, Brad.
Keep an eye out his car. You're watching NsayneTV.
Enjoy.
You've just watched some of the MEASQ comp. Now let's have a look at what's cooking in the garage and what's cooking in the oven. The GDIR. She's all blocked back, ready to go into the booth. So we lined her up. We're just got to get the Galaxy out of there, because if we do a bit of cryptoscophilia, we can have a look at what's inside the booth, because it's just had its clear coat put on, just the first coat. My God, the only way to put it. So no offense to any of those people that don't believe in God. I do. His name is Vito. As we can see, she's all been blocked back, all the guide code's gone. It's been blocked down to 800 wet and dry. She's now ready to go in the booth. It'll then get all masked up, and then it gets Vito's touch of, it's probably the only way to put it. And he won't let us get in the spray booth with the camera, so sorry guys, that those that want to see him spray. We're still trying to jig something up in there so we can watch him paint. But yeah, hopefully he'll let us do it one day. We're begging him, but just not at the moment. So, but yeah, next week when you see this, wow would be an understatement, because we already know what Vito sprays like, and this colour out in the sun, it gives you chills. He's just, chosen a perfect colour for this one. Here we have the Ford Galaxy. I think they called it the Galaxy because it's literally the size of a Galaxy. The paint work on this, just in the first couple of coats of clear, this thing's still going to be blocked back and cleared again, or flow coat as we call it. It's just, wow, it's like someone's poured liquid glass over the car. It is that straight for a car this big, it's ridiculous. The colours, the spray booth isn't doing the colour justice. Wait till we see this car outside. It's it'll, yeah, blow your mind is probably the only way to put it. Vito was excited while painting it, so you know it's doing something for him. It's just crazy, so credit to everyone that worked on this car. Great job. In the words of Hancock, that was a good job, Vito. Cool, let's move on. R8 Ute, green, great choice of colour. We're doing a nice system in this. We'll have a bit of a snippet later on as well. It's getting a 12-inch sub behind the driver's seat, shooting into the floor. It's getting some Boston Pro splits in the front doors as well. It's the 555 sub as well, the big oval shaped subwoofer. It's got 2 amps going in that are monstrous. It's a GT42 and a GT28. They're the big Boston suckers. This thing's just gonna blow your mind inside a little tiny ute like this. Plus it's got a motorized screen DVD player and that will only come on while parked with the handbrake on. Yeah, we'll see how this thing comes along. It's gonna sound awesome. We've done all the sound deadening in the doors thanks to Stinger. Good work, guys. Every car should have a name. So juicy, this thing makes your mouth water. If you can see the pearls in the paint, wow. From this angle it's orange. If I jump around, now it's green, now it's yellow. DNA call that variance pearl. This thing's laid in it, and wow, what a car. Actually, they look like sleepy eyes. I think I might know how to use these. Hang on. So if you want to be a bit of a sleepy eye, just a bit more, just a bit more. Yeah, it's awake! And now, time to go back to sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Now it's sleeping. That's cool. We can thank Baden for that modification. Good job. That's cool. Full drift. So yeah, we'll do a feature on this car soon too. It'll blow your socks off. If that's possible. Alright, let's keep walking around. The chicken has come home to roost. Ta-da! Our little 300C was out on holiday for a while. It's come back a little worse for wear. So we're gonna make her better. I promise, we'll make her much better. We have the technology, we can rebuild. We're gonna revamp this, gonna put all new gear through it again. She's gonna be another current demo car. 3 years ago this was released. This car is timeless, it's still going tough. 300C, one of the sexiest cars out there. I've been told not to use this word by a few close friends, but sexual! I love this car. It's hot. I mean, how can't you? When the airbags are dumped on this, it looks tough. I mean, they really got the style right in this car. I love it. Wait till you see the new gear going in. Alpine's got some tricky head units coming out. So we're gonna, yeah, spruce this up a little and you'll love it. So we'll follow this as it gets its revamp happening. So stay tuned. Watch NsayneTV. You will watch NsayneTV. Jedi powers. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little hungry. Feedback!
Feedback time.
Yeah, that'll satisfy me.
There you go.
Thank you. That was bad. Okay, Jason Roberts. G'day Sam, Britt and the gang. That's all you guys. Thank you. Okay, what do we got? First of all, I have to say I love the show. Good to see an Aussie company produce such high-end work. Thank you very much, it's greatly appreciated. Next we have my reason for the message is about flocking and all the things that go on, like the cost, source and the application. Now I have a Holden VP Bellina, and after a couple of trial and error attempts to pretty up the interior, I was very interested in seeing the flocking done on Sam's Tekken RX-7. Thanks, it looks hot, doesn't it? Okay, I was wondering if this finish is achievable by the average Joe in their shed or workshop. Yes, sort of. And any feedback on this subject will be greatly appreciated. Thanks again and keep up the good work. Thank you for the feedback and now the help. Depending where you're at, see your local like car audio specialist dealer. They should know a good flock coder. If you're from Melbourne way, give us a call. Even if you're interstate, give us a call. We'll try and help you out as much as we can, because we have our own flock coder. The guy's incredible, but they're not very easy to get a hand of him if you're up in Queensland or wherever. So yeah, drop us a line, because there's people all around Australia, and you've got to find the specialist ones, because there are some pretty bad flock coders out there. But if you take off your trims, you can bring it into your local car audio store, as long as they're a specialist dealer, and they should be able to help you out. But let us know where you're from. We'll tell you what store to go to. Thank you. Once again, guys and girls, thanks for the feedback. Please keep it coming, because it helps us, create the show the way you guys want to see it, and we can help, show what you guys want to see. So, if you've got something to send us, info@NsayneTV. Let us know what's going on out there, so we can try and help your answers and graft our show to be even better. So keep it coming.
Stop, you don't hide, you run.
Wow, that was so cool. Transformers 2, July 4th. We're going down to Luna Drive-Ins in Dandenong again. Be there for our cruise. We're going to go and watch that movie. It's going to be sick. It's movie number 2. There's 3 movies for the night. Please come on down for the Transformers 2 cruise on July 4th. Insane.tv will be cruising down there with Fat Audio Concepts, of course. Let's all go on down and watch that movie, because it's going to be awesome, dude. Thank you. Back to normal.
What is normal? Joe? That brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, please feel free to drop by at Nsayne.tv and watch all the other episodes there. Leave some feedback. Let us know what you think. Thanks, guys and girls. Woo! Can I get a whoop whoop? Okay. We're out of here. Peace. I'd like to remind you about joining our Facebook group. Just search for Fat Audio Concepts, join, and chat with other car enthusiasts. Leave questions and comments and feedback for either myself or Brett, and we'll do the best to incorporate your feedback into the show. But now, let's go and have a look at those... But now, let's take a... okay, come on, think. Now I won't get a head cold. Blue Steel. Now the Magnum. I can't do the Magnum. I haven't trained enough for that one yet. I can't. I can't turn right. There's someone in my office downstairs.